What is up, my friends, and welcome to another video on the new patch. So, a very big discussion on the new patch has been about cheeses, right? Some people, and it's actually a very funny discussion if you think about it this way, some people think cheeses are completely broken, unstoppable, every game is going to be cheese from now on. And at the same time, there's people making posts, even very knowledgeable cheesers, like Lorimbo, if you guys remember the name, about how cheeses are now completely dead. So, who knows, right? I guess we're just gonna have to go and try it out. Now, I'm not quite sure how to do the builder exactly, but I'm basically just gonna do all the most disgusting cheeses. So I'm not gonna go for something very elaborate, you know, proxy battlecruiser. No, I'm just gonna go proxy reaper, marines, probably do some proxy gate as well, maybe even some 8 pools if we have time for that today, and just see how good they are. Because I am still not quite sure myself. I did the proxy ghost right in the last video on the patch. And in some ways it felt good, but it also felt terrible at the same time when it came to the flow of the build. It was really mostly better because the ghost got buffed. But one thing I did notice is that since the players just don't start with enough money, if you do an elaborate cheese like Ghost, Thors, BCs, or let's say a Proxy Robo or something, that kind of feels like crap because it just gets online too late because you don't start with enough resources. So now we have to see whether builds like this still work. As you can see, I don't even have resources to make a Reaper right now. I don't have resources to make a second gas. Like, I guess you have to proxy it quite late. But then if you think about it, it also just, like, your opponent's gonna have enough units, right? So it's really not an easy one. If you go proxy Reaper like this, you actually have to go double gas before orbital, which is disgusting. Right now, I have 5 SCVs on minerals, so it is better hit like a freaking truck, but I'm not 100% sure about it, to be honest. It's very possible that cheeses are indeed weaker / different, right? They don't necessarily just have to be weaker, they could also just be different. Like, it could be so that you, you know, need to proxy a little less and instead do like 1 base all-ins from home. Maybe you need to just proxy 2 supply later, or really go super all-in and don't make a single SCV. Like, we don't know, right? Like, no one knows. But let's see. Reaper is here. Got 1 extra hit off, which is great. It's kind of hard for me to tell how normal this situation is. I got another hit off, actually. Can I get another one? Would be great. I think barely not. No, we're not going to get the extra hit off, but that's okay. I think my SCV actually hit this Reaper, by the way. I'm pretty sure my SCV got his Reaper there. Yeah, there we go. It wasn't healing. Now, second Reaper is going to come in for both of us. So this is going to be a little bit of a crazy moment here. Because we have 2 Reapers against 1, but one of mine is low HP, which is obviously suboptimal. He did get another hit off, so let's keep microing this forever. It does seem like he really doesn't have a lot of money. Oh, he missed. Oh, okay, he actually kind of messed that up, but not quite. Yeah, so both players don't really have money. That's really what it feels like. Look, he has 15 supply already. Like, this is... Cheeses are just crazy. Did he have money to start the second Reaper instantly? I mean... Actually, no, he doesn't. That is so crazy, man. Like, I'm telling you, for me, every build I execute, it feels like crap because I'm used to having more money, right? But look at this. Even with a standard double gas, he can't afford his second Reaper right away. Like, I was thinking that it should have been faster. He probably... Well, no, he actually did make it on time. It's just a couple seconds, but everything makes a bit of a difference. Because here, I really thought his Reaper should have been faster. He could have killed my Reaper up here, and then it could have been different. So, I guess executing it is harder, defending is harder. So from this game, I honestly can't really tell. I want to say that this build feels like it's a little bit worse. So maybe if you go for the Proxy Reaper, you have to either do it 1 supply later, or alternatively, you do a Proxy on crack, and you go for an 8 depot, 8 barracks, 8 gas, and just do it with 1 racks. It's also possible. We're going to be doing a lot of cheeses today. Let's keep it going. Okay, game number 2 is going to be a rematch, and that's honestly extremely expected because I queued right away. Normally, if a game is a bit longer, I take like a mini break, but... Yeah, it's safe to say I didn't really need one after that last game. Okay, so let's try again. This time we're gonna go for the 8 barracks, instant proxy. Let's see if we can afford it. It's gonna take a while. And with a while, I mean a rather long time for people to figure out how exactly to do these build orders again. It's actually interesting, by the way, very important, something that people forgot about. If you have fewer workers, it's really essential that you micro your workers correctly. Notice how I'm only mining from the good patches and not the further away ones. So you even want to go through the effort to stack your workers on the best patch, which is these ones, right? Look at this. There you go. And then if you, by any chance, have enough workers, when you make a gas, you want to pull one of the worst patch. In this case, I only have good patches, so it doesn't actually matter. Now, can I afford an SCV after this? I think the answer is probably. Otherwise, this would be a very bad build. And yeah, I mean, definitely we can afford SCVs. I don't know if we can ever afford a second gas, though. So this Reaper should be turbo fast, but I don't have the second barracks to follow it up with, so that is a problem. For example, this one is going to go to gas and this one, because those were from weaker patches. Those are really details that were kind of forgotten before. But now they're actually really important again because you don't have a lot of SCVs, so you actually want to micro them. And even stuff like this, very good by him to just be annoying. So let's see. He probably realizes that this is faster than the last time, right? Like this is kind of absurdly fast even. 130. I guess I can kind of check when his barracks is. He's going to try to harass me again. Thank goodness that SCVs don't. Oh, his barracks is so much later actually. Wow. It's kind of crazy. It's so much later. So it's probably it couldn't start the Reaper right away. Actually, he still hasn't been able to start it. Like I'm telling you, the builds are messed up. Wait, did he? Yeah, he only started it now. 20 seconds late, looks like. Okay, let's see. He's busy in my base, so maybe I can actually kill it if he's not paying attention. There's a Reaper cliff over here that I can jump into. All right. Go back to mining, and now we can already kill this one. Now look how fast it is. I really just have to make sure to not lose my Reaper too early. I think his Reaper is about to finish. It actually could be a Marine as well, by the way. Just saying. Could be a Marine as well. Wait, this build is actually crazy. Like, you guys, I already started my orbital. I can start my factory. Wait, guys, okay. No, this is the one. Yeah, I was here. I knew he was gonna try it at some point. I wanted to make sure to not lose my guy. Wait, this is the build, guys. This is actually the build. Like, it's hard for him to defend. It's hard for him to read what exactly I'm doing. Bet he probably couldn't afford a second Reaper. That's my guess, though. I need to be careful. I think the second unit is a Marine. But I do have to be a little careful here. Like, I think... Wait, really? Is he? Oh, he's just too poor. He can't build stuff. Oh, he did make a Reaper. Okay, I was gonna say. Guys, we are just massively ahead, I think. Okay, this is crazy. Okay, we figured it out. There we go. 2 games, all we needed. 8 barracks proxy Reaper is nuts. The previous one I didn't look that good to me. I don't even have my camera hotkeys. I wasn't expecting for this game to go longer. But yeah, wow. I think you can probably do this in every matchup too, if I had to guess. Let's do a quick check to see if he's on the high ground over here. Probably is. Not on the high ground, okay. Or he's microing. Oh, he was microing. Oh, he should have fought there. A little bit of a mistake there by him. I think he might not have realized that we are only proxying 1 barracks, to be honest. Otherwise, I feel like he would have done something already. And I can even expand as well. Definitely before him, unless he expands before the factory, which would be a little bit crazy. But then again, I did an 8 barracks proxy Reaper. I feel like I could do this in every single matchup. Against Zerg, you can even do it, which is normally you wouldn't be able to do that. Definitely not. Against Protoss, you can do it. Against Terran, it looks good. Now, he did overreact. I guess if you do this too many times, at some point they're going to realize that you're just proxying 1 barracks instead of doing something more vicious. This game, he didn't realize, right? But, oh my goodness. We have discovered the cheese of the patch. And I'm very certain about it. Now, we're just going to walk in here. I don't think he's going to be able to defend this. It's going to be... Well, actually, he's going to pull the workers, but that's going to make it even worse for him, I think. But we have to be a little careful, actually, because the counterattack's going to be brutal. I kind of forgot about the counterattack part, I'll be honest. Hey, can I save 2 helis? That'd be nice. Oh, no, I clicked on the wrong way. Yeah, I saw it instantly. Okay, no, I mean, we should definitely be closing this game out, but... It was a risky move. Okay, I'll be honest. It was not the cleanest way to end this game. Let me put my barracks over there, because that is very annoying. Hellion needs to hide behind here. And then we just pull all the boys. Yeah, this guy does not have SCVs. Wait a second. Oh no, he just got owned by the patch. Do you guys realize what just happened? There's a... Please don't finish. Oh, I knew he was going to finish somewhere awkward. I just knew it. And look at this. Oh my god, stop being so stupid, please. Yeah, it's going to be a nice cleanup for sure, I would say. He's going to try to go for this. I think he's not going to be very efficient in doing that. Might not kill it, actually. Oh god, that hurts my soul to watch. Sorry, Mr. Guy. GG is called. Let me show you something real quick. Wait, what happened here? Look at this. Let's see if I saw it correctly. Yeah, the mules are now on auto repair by default. Look at this mule. Wait, that must be a bug, actually. I might have to report this. Let's see. Does he click it? So it's supposed to be on auto repair, but it doesn't interrupt the mining task. But here it's clearly mining, and then it starts repair. That's not good. I mean, he was losing anyway, but that's not what you want a freaking mule for. Okay, wait, now it's going back to mining. And then it's... Wait, is it even mine? No, it's actually still repairing. Like, look how much... That is... A mule is like 200 minerals, but that's a crazy bug, though. A mule is 200 minerals. This guy just lost like 150 minerals because of this. Like, obviously, this game, once again, doesn't matter. If this game was closer, it really would have mattered. So that's pretty brutal. Anyway, this cheese is disgusting. I've already ruined the patch. Let's go to game number 3. Okay, game number 3 is going to be against another Terran. Now, there's still one cheese that I want to try, which is just... It's very bad against Terran, but yeah, it is what it is. We're going to have to try it against Terran here. And that is the Proxy 2 Rax Marine. Now, Proxy 2 Rax Marine, obviously an absolute classic, right, for StarCraft 2. Since Wings of Liberty, even I mean, since Brood War, basically, right? Very long ago. Probably since StarCraft Vanilla, actually, not even Brood War. But anyway, against Terran, it's not optimal, but we're going to do it anyway because I want to see how nicely the build flows. So, against Protoss and Zerg, you can do an even more disgusting version, I think, and go for it earlier. Like, let's say, go for... Actually, I kind of have to... This map is a little weird, so I'm not quite sure where I should send my SCVs. I think he's probably going to scout via this path. So I should actually proxy here, which feels dumb as hell, but I guess that's what we're going to do. Against Protoss and Zerg, you can go for an even earlier one, like cut more SCVs and go for it super fast. Against Terran, I actually like the build on some maps. It's very specifically maps that don't have Reaper cliffs that I like it on sometimes, but the point is more to do a little bit of damage and then just contain them in their main base, make a bunker here. Now on this map that already doesn't work because there's like, I mean, it's kind of a crappy base, but it's there, right? It's like a half base, but it works. So it's not ideal, but against Terran you want to do it a little bit later, so I'm going to do 12-12 for the barracks over here. Normally, I think you could do 10-10 or 11-11 against Protoss and Zerg, and that should probably work out nicely. That said, since the lack of economy, it would be hard to afford a gas. So depending on how hard you want to go, you might actually have to build a gas... Oh, dude, I thought I just got a jump scare. I thought I got scouted by this thing. You might actually want to make one supply later or earlier, depending on if you actually want to transition or not. Against Terran, this is probably the way to go. I can even make a gas before the Marine. Yeah, this actually, for TVT, this feels nice. 12-12, completely fine. Against Protoss and Zerg, I would go 10-10 or 11-11, depending on whether, you know, you want to actually transition or not. Now, we haven't been scouted, so it's very likely we're just going to play against the Reaper. I noticed something very interesting, actually, and that is that Terrans might... I saw one Terran do it, actually, only one, but it makes a lot of sense. Terrans might open with Marine instead of Reaper against Terran now. Because the Reaper is just expensive to get, and if you have to really, you know, make your build suck to get a Reaper, you might as well open Marine. So we're gonna go here. Let's see if he's also playing Marine. We're very curious to see. Okay, he has... Oh no, he went for a Reaper first. Okay, there has to be a Reaper. It's just on my side of the map. So I'm gonna make a bunker here. There we go. That's gonna block off the SCVs nicely as well. And then we just micro away from the SCVs. This should be a very nice engagement here for sure. Micro this one away. I don't think my... No, it was something of him that he cancelled. Okay, now I have to cancel this. I still have one alive. He is making a Hellion, so that could be problematic. Let's send the healthy Marine forward a little bit. Move this SCV backwards so I can maybe still make a bunker. Factory at home. Okay, bunker is going to finish very shortly. Well, the Hellion is actually the biggest problem. Okay, let's kill the Marines here. There we go. Try to not stay in a line. GG is called. Okay, wait, did I get it wrong, guys? I got the... Oh my god. I got the timing wrong. This was a really... Was it gas first too? This was a super fast factory? No, it was a barracks first, looks like. Yeah, barracks, gas. Actually, cool. You can see how everyone adapts. He made the barracks later because there's no point in making the gas or making the barracks too fast because you can't actually make a Reaper, right? So you might as well delay it. Guys, this was a delayed proxy Rax Marine, 12 supply instead of 10 or 11, against the fast factory, and he still was nowhere near his Hellion. Oh my god. Now, he did play Reactor. He could have played Reaper or whatever, but, I mean, look at this. This is the fastest factory you're gonna see, and it's not even a quick proxy barracks. I think from the first 3 games, I can draw the conclusion that every cheese that requires a little bit too much investment, like Proxy 2-Rax Reaper, especially even more than that. So Proxy 3-Rax Reaper, Thor builds, Proxy Ghost, Battle Cruisers, all those things they're gonna suck now, most likely. Proxy Ghost is the exception just because Ghosts were buffed, but if they get nerfed again or whatever, then it's gonna suck. But these early builds, like instant Proxy Reaper, 2 Barracks Marine, because you don't need to make a gas to afford anything, so you can delay the gas here. They seem so strong now. How is this like the least committed Proxy 2-Rax version possible against the fastest factory you can get? Pretty much, not entirely true, but pretty much. And you still just have such an overwhelming unit count. Like, if he didn't pull these SCVs, I would have owned him up here, you know? Like, it's, oh my god, this is disgusting. Absolutely delicious for cheese lovers. And I think the cheese defenders are gonna have to do some science here, some research, because these things are gonna be tough to hold, that is for sure. Okay, after 3 games of disgusting Terran cheese, now we're gonna do some Protoss cheeses. As you can see, I'm a Gold League Protoss. I don't even know why. I don't think I've played a game of Protoss actually on the PTR, but I'll take it, I guess. Okay, so I'm gonna go for pretty much the second Terran build that I did, but with Protoss. I'm just gonna go for an extremely fast proxy gate. Now, I'm not quite sure how many probes I should build, because now you could think I need this 10th probe, right? Because I have a lot of money. But I also need a cyber core and stuff. Now, I think this actually works out nicely. We're gonna do a bit of a classic here. This is another build that is pretty much straight from Brood War. Let's micro these workers just a little bit. Okay, they're not listening to me very well, but that's all right. Okay, then we get the pylon over here, and then we get probe number 12. You can go here. Let's see if I can actually afford the gateway instantly. That's the most important, right? I need to afford the gateway instantly. Now, this build, I can already tell, works out perfectly, by the way, because with the 12 worker start, you can't do this. If you do this in the 12 worker start, you need to make a pylon at home already. But here, it actually works out just extremely well. Now, do I chrono boost or not? I'm actually tempted to say we don't chrono boost, because I still want to make a gas, and we need 250 minerals when this finishes. Now, I could make a pylon at home. I think I probably should. How much time do we have? We have 10 more seconds to build a pylon at home. Chrono boost, yeah, it's actually... I think we're just going to save them all for the gateway here. I think this is a nice build. I think this is nice. Now, the reason why I'm making the pylon here is because I would rather not have my cyber core be over there, right? Didn't need this gas right away either, by the way. That's something to keep in mind. I probably don't want to saturate it too fast, so I'm just going to use my Nexus to rally into it. And yeah, not using the chrono boost seems like a nice idea, because look at my money, right? If I would have chronoed, I would never be able to afford my cybernetics core, and now we can. And then we're just going to keep rallying in there. This is probably going to hit very fast. Very, very quickly. Now, since I've been forgetting so far, let me actually put some camera hotkeys in case I have to transition from this. Pylon also quite necessary at home, by the way, as you can see. Otherwise, we already wouldn't be able to make this next zealot. And then we go for another chrono. But it's fast, guys. It's very fast. Let's see what he has. No unit yet, I think. Unless he's playing Marine. No unit yet. Okay, I could wall this off a little bit. I don't think I should. I'm actually just going to do this. Here we go. I can just walk the zealots in. Like, they're just too fast. Like, the zealots are actually just too fast. Okay, he's going to try to wall it off a little bit. I'm trying to block him from walling me off, basically. And we managed. There we go. That's fantastic. Okay. I think... Oh, actually, I need to make that instead. Here we go. And next zealot's in already as well. And now what you want to do with this is you pretty much just click different SCVs or targets with the zealots. Okay, so he's going to have to kite the Reaper, and you're just clicking on different things. By the way, guys, quickly, look at the money. I am about to be able to expand. This guy is already getting turbo cooked. I feel like he's pretty much doing the right response too. And now the Stalker's already here. Like, it's just... Like, these builds are crazy, honestly. These builds... he can't do anything against this, by the way. Like, I think there's literally nothing he can do against this. And I'm already building an expansion behind this. Wait, he didn't actually wall it off. That's kind of funny. I'm not going to walk in. I'll just pretend he walled it off. But what is he supposed to do? I have another chrono boost. Probably need to make a battery at home, actually. I guess that makes sense, right? Because he might send the Reaper across. He's gonna make a bunker. That bunker's a little bit too far forward. I know he probably didn't you know, expect me to have the second Stalker so fast. That's probably why he built that. But that is not going to happen. And even if he did get that up, that honestly wouldn't do anything. So, like, I mean, I could just stay here forever. Let's pretend he walled it off, right? Can I make... I think I can maybe make Warp Gate from here. A little bit of a reminder for you guys how Warp Gate works. Is now you make it on the gateway instead of the Cybernetics core, and it takes 100 seconds, but you can chrono it. I would have 1 chrono available for this one. So that's a risky choice, but it would be nice. I mean, especially since the factory is late. I didn't even realize he canceled the CC, by the way. Since the factory is late, we can probably build it from here. Safest choice is probably to just make a gateway over here. Also, this pylon should definitely be in front of the base so we could make batteries here. But yeah, this also just looks incredibly strong. Like, can you guys believe that my Zealot enters his base once again way before a unit is done? And look at the worker count. It's 17 against 17. Cybercore is almost done. I can expand at a reasonable time. I can also, by the way, let's say he walled this off. What you can do is you just... I should have never made the 3rd Zealot, by the way. You just keep going with that. 2 Zealots, 1 Stalker, and then you can just chrono boost the probes. And you can take a Nexus, because Nexus is not going to die to a Reaper. You make 1 battery over here. If you have to, at some point, you can bring a Stalker back. Or you could just make the 2nd gateway, probably bring the Stalker back. And even then, it feels like a good situation. Yeah, this build already looks very, very nasty. And I'm telling you guys, new cheeses are open. You no longer do a proxy 21 gate after making an 18 gate at home. Right now, the play seems to be to just proxy a barracks without making a single SCV, and then you proxy a gateway while actually making probes, because you can't actually get across that fast, right? As a Terran, you make the depot at home. As a Protoss, you need to make it here. So yeah, wow. Very, very powerful, but I'm not done yet. Okay, we got another Terran. Here we play against DJ, actually. He's my friend. He's a Grandmaster Dutch Terran. I'm not quite sure if he knows my account. I think he probably does, but we'll see. If he does, he's definitely gonna be checking. Let's see, I'll type a good luck and fun. Let's see. Oh no, but... oh no, I feel bad, because I know DJ doesn't play that much StarCraft these days, but I also don't want to scare him away with my disgusting build, you know? Oh man. This is... conscience, guys. Content? Content or friendship? Such difficult choice, guys. Okay, guys, well, this dilemma that I'm in right now, that's crazy. Content or friendships? What am I supposed to do now? This is insanity. All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna do the build again. The last Terran definitely was not bad, for sure. Couldn't tell exactly what his level was. Maybe it was Masters or Diamond or something, realistically. But now we're playing against a Grandmaster Terran, so it's nice to try it again. I would also like to do a Cannon Rush. I feel like Cannon Rush might actually be one of the builds that's worse. I'm not 100% sure about that. Surely. Or definitely not. But... Cannon Rush. Like, it sounds decent because you start early, but keep in mind, just an explanation for why. Cannon rushes are expensive because the only way to properly cannon rush at high level is to wall in your cannon, okay? A lot of cannons that you see on the lower level, pro tip for everyone that struggles with cannon rushes, probably like Diamond and below. If there's a cannon in the open, you can just pull your workers in. If someone builds a pylon here and a cannon here, you pull 4 workers and the cannon dies and the game ends, okay? So what you have to do is, for example, you build a pylon here, then cannon, you wait for the person to pull the workers, and then you build pylon, so your cannon is walled in. That's pretty much how you do it, okay? So because of that, you do need a lot of resources, right? Like, it's 3 pylons and a cannon after making a pylon and a forge, and then that is just the cannon over here. You still need to make pylons here and cannons on the high ground. So I think that, yeah, Cannon Rush is probably not as good. This build is probably nuts, but let's see how Grandmaster Terran deals with it, right? That's going to be very interesting, of course. Could also go for a Marine first. That is a very realistic choice these days, of course. Let's see. Hey, actually, they both expanded on the high ground. You guys notice that? It's so interesting. Both expanded on the high ground. He wants to try and wall it off, but I don't want to let him, of course. Can I chrono boost that yet? Probably. Okay, he's going to try to wall it off, so we're chilling here for now. Okay, Stalker is, or Cybernet score is now finished, so we can go again. And he did actually get the wall off there. Okay, very well done. We're actually going to be able to kill that anyway, so it's fine. Actually, I didn't put my camera hotkeys again, of course. Now we're going to walk in again. I could make a pylon on the high ground, actually. I think it's not a crazy idea to do. Pylon on the high ground. So far, good defense by him. We're going to kill one. I think I might chrono boost this, actually, because we have time to walk into the main base. Yeah, he's going to try to wall it off now, but he's going to be too late for that. I say very carefully. Is he going to try to wall me in? No, he's not going to go for that in the end. And I don't know what the hell you're doing over there. That is definitely not where I wanted you to be. And now he has a Stalker in his base. Good micro there. You can see very good micro there on the Marine. I'm targeting the Reaper. And now we can still expand. I can actually snipe that factory, or the SCV building the factory. Good micro by him again. And now we just chill over here for a while. Nexus is already down for us. This is why you put camera hotkeys, by the way. Very useful. He can't actually walk forward too much. He's going to lose another Marine there, I think. Barely not. No. Okay. There we go. We're going to kill another SCV, though. And another one. Okay, he wants this one, but I'm not going to let him get in that easily. Going to be able to kill this Marine as well, which is great. And another SCV. Like this guy, he's doing a fantastic job, right? And my macro behind this is disgusting. It hurts my soul to watch it. Honestly, really, really bad. But still, like, it's so freaking difficult to play against. So difficult. Now, if I was him, I would probably have run by that Reaper. I'm gonna kill another SCV over here. I would have run... Oh, the Reaper's still here. Oh, I can get 2 Marines! Because he pulled them out of the bunker. Maybe another SCV even? No. Okay, so he's still here. I think... Oh, that's a tough choice. I don't think I can get that, actually. I don't think I can get that Warp Gate up, so I'm going to just make another Stalker instead. These I'm going to send back home. Next thing to do is make more gateways, of course. I think I can chrono this. It's a bit silly to chrono it, to be honest, but I just want to have one extra Stalker out, you know? Like, it's going to die anyway, but I just want to have one extra Stalker out. Please do not... Okay, he didn't go to the low ground right away. That makes me happy. He can't really go for this probe. Well, he can get it probably, but it's just... That's good micro by me, actually. There we go. Now we make a Stalker. I guess I can start Warp Gate on that one. Okay, this is triggering me. Let's put my camera hotkeys. Wait, they're not actually... Wait, this one didn't work. Why not, though? Did I mess it up? Probably. Yeah, I did. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Now, this is still alive for now. I don't have a battery here yet, so we're going to have to be careful with this one. He pulled him back instantly, which is a good move. I do need Warp Gate at some point, but it's not really a rush to get it, right? It's not really a rush to get Warp Gate. Now he's going to get a second Cyclone out, so for that reason I'm going to stand on top of this ramp. Oh, that's going to be painful for him. That's going to be a dead Cyclone. Definitely worth sacrificing a Stalker for. Not sure about the second one, though. Third one is... actually, I need to put the probes for this one before the Reaper gets me. Okay. This should be fine. Keep in mind how much damage we did earlier, right? Okay. Trying to be smart with this. Oh, the battery's actually... Oh, no. It's gonna die just in time. Oh, no. I have a Stalker that's AFK for the memes. That's not good. Now, I do have to protect this battery at all costs. Let's do a little recharge over there. Okay. Good micro here by him. Definitely out-microed me there a little bit, but that's okay. Actually, I have a... Look at this. Can kill at least the Reaper. And maybe the Cyclone too, actually. Okay, no. He's gonna run away. Smart. Otherwise, I would... Actually, wait. I have another Stalker over here. Okay. Oh, he locked onto the pylon! Yeah, he had to cancel that instantly. Look at that. He locked up to the pylon. Oh, that's funny. That's really unfortunate timing for him. Okay, now we get Warp Gate. And then... probably third Nexus, I want to say, makes sense, right? Third Nexus. Oh, I did forgot about... Wait, did I lose 2 things? Oh, no, it's just... Okay, I thought he killed the pylon earlier. That's my bad. I just chrono my stuff. That hurts my soul a little bit, but it's okay. But I can cancel this Stalker for now. Get a third Nexus on the way. There we go. And then I guess we probably want to play Blink. I don't think he could have afforded Banshees fast enough, so we don't have to worry about that. I say carefully, because it could be very painful. Okay, then we go 4 gates. Ideally, you make a Robo as well. Can I fit another gateway in here, please? No, I can't. Okay, well, then we're going to have to make it here. It is what it is. So the aggression, I would say it 100% worked. My macro behind it, really, it's... If you... didn't see it. Honestly, it was disgusting. I had like 8 probes on my gas. I missent my probe over here. I lost like a Stalker before the battery finished because I built the battery too late, the pylon too late. It was actually terrible. It was pretty much as worse as can be, I would say. As bad as can be. Okay. Need to be very careful here. I can actually get some sneak shots on that. Oh, those lock-ons stayed a bit longer than I had hoped for. Okay, so what we're gonna do is... I can actually get charge here as well. Could make some batteries in the back. He's gonna kill those gateways, which is a little bit annoying. Let's see. Okay, move those back again. Yeah, those batteries finishing would be very, very pleasant. So I might have been a little bit too greedy here, but I do have super fast production speed now because Warp Gate finished. Keep that in mind. Okay, maybe I can actually do this. Yeah, I think we're actually gonna go for the tank over here because otherwise the tank is gonna be very annoying for the rest of the game, pretty much. Okay. He's gonna micro that. Yes, he is. Now the batteries are finished, and now we can kind of chill out here. Okay. If I get the medevac, that would be delicious, actually. Oh, barely didn't get it, unfortunately. Okay, there we go. He thinks I'm gonna go for the Cyclone. Oh, it's a really good micro there, I have to say. Barely didn't get that recharge as well. Hey, I'm proud of you, man. If you watch this back, this is good stuff. That's really not bad. I thought you were washed up, but this is nice stuff. Now, what I can do here is I'm gonna make a prism. And I'm only gonna turn my gates into warp gates if my prism gets in. I think that is the right approach here. If my prism gets in, I'll turn them into warp gates. Otherwise, I'm gonna use the faster production speed of the gateways. For the people confused, if warp gate upgrade finishes, your gateways now produce really fast before making them into warp gates. And turning them into warp gates costs 50-50. So it is a little bit on the pricey side as well. Now, I think with that attack, he definitely should have gotten himself into a sizable lead. But obviously, I'm not going to give up just yet. Get a couple more gateways over here. I think I should probably not make too many probes. I feel like he could kill me if he gets like a big attack going. So I want to be very careful for that. He also, that medevac state, that's really annoying actually. Because now we can have a drop in my base. Okay, so I'm going to have roughly 6 gates. Actually, I'll put 1 observer over here and 1 over here. Prism is going to stand by to go into the main base. I do need more pylons ASAP. Let's see. Oh, there's the attack that I was talking about. Then the next move is just to warp into the main base, I think. Because if we don't do that, we don't have counter pressure. And we're just going to die. Very simply. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, wait. Oh, the priority of the warp gates is now different. So it's kind of difficult to use them if you're not used to it. Okay, let's get more warp gates over here. We also have a couple thingies. Wait, you turn into a warp gate as well, please. Here we go. We're just going to keep warping in. Wait, actually, you can't, okay, that doesn't work well. That 100% doesn't work well. If there's even like one regular gate there, even if it's still, like, it was literally warping in, okay? The gate was warping into a warp gate, and I still couldn't warp in without actually using the tab hotkey. So that doesn't work very nicely, to be honest. That's something to keep in mind here. Now, honestly, I really like having them as gateways, because they produce so fast and nicely. Now, I don't have Blink yet, but I do have an Immortal. Can warp in a couple Zealots over here as well. The Immortal is actually going freaking ham, by the way. Look at that beautiful Immortal. Actually just shooting the heavy value targets. That is delicious. Now, Blink is... Oh, it's actually so close to finishing, but not quite. That is painful. The Warp Prism did die. Please finish. So I can at least get a little chase going. It's too late now. Oh, actually, please, he's gonna have a boost like right now, I think. Oh, there we go. Okay, we got one at least. That's nice. Yeah, I don't think we've done enough here, though. I tried to make a Warp Prism, but I guess I didn't have money. It's taking a 3rd base now. Actually, this might be a somewhat manageable fight. Maybe if we can get another stim out. An unfortunate timing for him. Maybe the Zealot. Look at the Zealot charge. Oh, that was so close to doing a massive amount of splash damage, but barely not. And I do think that our homie DJ is going to win this game. GG, well played. And yeah, let's see if I was correct. I really think that I was in a massively winning position until I started playing like crap. I mean, you can see it already, right? It's 20 workers against 16. My Nexus is already started. He's gonna lose more here. And this was actually a pretty massive comeback by him. Or, well, to be fair, it was a pretty massive throw by me. So it kind of depends on your point of view. But I do think this was really, really nice. This build is just really strong. Super, super strong. Really strong. Against Terran, I think this is going to be a very common build. And I think we're going to see a lot of Terrans SCV scout if they can afford it. They might even scout for the proxy location, because this build, in these 2 games I've played, it looks kind of imbalanced to me. But obviously, people can defend better. People can do different builds. They could go for a Reaper, Marine, double gas, you name it, right? A lot of different options. My best follow-up would have actually been to just get a 2nd gateway. Like, pylon should be here, right? I should already have had a pylon here, I should say. Battery, gateway, and then I think we're honestly completely fine, and it's pretty much a free win from that point on. Only because I played so bad I could lose, but really, I'm not kidding, guys. To me, this build looks insanely strong. Incredibly strong. Now, we're almost at the end of the video, but before we do, let's go try out a cheeky 8-pool. All right, we got a Zerg player. Now, this is going to be... What is the chance that we're going to 8-pool against 8-pool? I feel like the chance has to be pretty high, right? There's no way that he's going to do something normal. I just don't see it. All right, not a barcode. Appreciate the name, though. Very nice. 8-pool. I'm not 100% sure yet in which category of cheese it falls, by the way, because it doesn't sound like a big investment. Like, if you think about the build, it's very close to me just building a barracks on 8 supply. But Zerglings are more of a brute force type of unit. So I think your eco might be too bad with this build. I'm not quite sure. Like, it's not like you can snowball the links. Like, it's more like you have 6 links really early and that's it, you know? Now, actually, should I make an Overlord here? I could make a drone. I'm actually going to try the Overlord. My first instinct was to do drone plus extractor trick, but let's try an Overlord here. Maybe the build will flow better that way. And let's put our camera hotkeys, because we've been forgetting. Like, really, I didn't expect to be taking expansions in this video, but I guess it's happened, so... Actually, yeah, with the Overlord, it works pretty nicely. You get the Overlord out, and then you can make the links, and you can start building drones after. Or maybe, actually, you should make more links, because it is that 8 supply cheese, right? Yeah, I think that makes sense. Let's make one more set of links. So we have 8 links in total. That larva's taking an eon to spawn. There you go. 8 links in total. And we just run them straight across the map, and we just want to see timings. I still think there's a very legit chance that this guy is also just 8 pooling. Because, I mean... let's be honest, guys. If you think about Zerg, you know, you go back to 8 drones, what is the first build you think of? If you go back to 6 workers, the first build you guys would think of would be the 6 pool, you know? Now is the 8 pool. I'm gonna make a hatchery here. I don't see links yet, so maybe not. Well, one build that I thought would be pretty sick, actually, is to go for something like 10 pool in ZVZ. Because I feel like you would still arrive fast, but you would also counter the 8 pool. Like, I think that actually might... Maybe that's what he did. Yeah, it looks like that's what he did. That's if he did a 10 pool, that's exactly the build that I was thinking of, and that would be very funny to see. Now, wait. Even if he has Zerglings, I can still cancel this hatchery. Wait, is this a normal hatch first? Is this actually a normal hatch first? That is crazy. Wait, really? No way. No. Like, the hatchery is barely faster than mine. Was this really a normal hatch first? Okay, these 8 supply builds, guys, I swear. These freaking 8s, he's making more drones because he has to. He might lose this still. You guys believe in me? Barely not, I think. Yeah, no, barely not. Okay. There was a small chance, but barely not, unfortunately. Make another queen here, and now we just make queens. We can't really afford multiple queens, but that's okay. He doesn't have gas yet. Oh yeah, the gas count increased. That's something that I forgot about, actually. But interesting. He probably doesn't have money for queens himself. Is he making a queen here? No, I think we just got a drone here. Wow. The 8 supply cheeses, guys. I actually really think that what I said earlier, I still think that, okay? Nothing in this last couple minutes has changed. 10 pool might be a really sick build because... I don't know, I feel... Or maybe like a 9 pool or something, you know? I feel like maybe like something just a little bit slower than an 8 pool could be sick because you're still gonna arrive... Like, look at that hatchery! You're still gonna arrive in time to do mad damage. Your eco's gonna be better. And... you're also completely saving his 8 pools. Like, you would just win for free, basically. Maybe that's actually the way to go. Could be a little bit of a rock, paper, scissors thing. Hopefully not, like, too gambly, where hatch first beats 10 pool 100% of the time, and 10 pool beats 8 pool 100% of the time, you know? Hopefully not that bad. Now, my guy over here is very likely to do an all-in link flood as follow-up, I would guess. Because otherwise, I don't know, I feel like he's just cooked. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a roach warren already in the wall. Droning up behind us is pretty smooth, by the way. I could have skipped one queen, actually. Would have been even smoother, but it does feel pretty nice. Let's see how many drones Mr. Guy is making. Yeah, he has a queen. That hatchery is so low HP. He made 5 more drones here since I last checked, so that is a couple. It's not infinite. Can he stop that? He's actually not gonna stop that. Let's see, what do we have? 200 gas mine, the bailing nest. Alright. Doesn't have to be an all-in, by the way. But I just feel like he has to, you know? It's actually taking a 3rd base. Okay, he's kind of crazy. Let's turn this into a cheeky little upgrade rush, shall we? I think it's the best thing that I can do here. Cheeky little upgrade rush. What do we do now? I think we need a lair, right? Lair is next, probably. Oh, I do get supply block, because the supply counts are a bit weird to me. Because they changed it, right? Like the hatcheries and stuff get less supply, so the supply counts feel a little weird. Okay, more drones. I guess we just go up to 44, honestly. That's the play. So I did drone up a little bit too slowly. That is for certain. Also, I have no way to tell whether this guy is Grandmaster or something else. I feel like he's playing pretty well. So I want to say that he's probably high up there. Not quite sure if it's Grandmaster or Master or whatever. I guess we'll find out soon enough. Do I need... I think we need 42 drones. That sounds perfect to me. I'm actually going to go for the double... Oh, wait! Guys, they buffed the armor upgrades by Zerg. They're now cheaper. I just remembered this. Wait, he's actually going full out. Okay. I mean, I do have transfuses. I'm kind of surprised he's doing this, to be honest. Let's make another Evo down here. I mean, this is going to be unpleasant for him. Because I can do this. And I'm already making roaches behind. This doesn't look like a big attack, actually. It's just the pressure, I think. So he might try to get in here. Yeah, he's trying to get my Evo now instead of the Queen. So we're just going to transfuse the Evo instead. He's going to try to blow it up with the Banelings at some point, I think. Yeah. Wouldn't be a crazy idea, actually. I kind of would like that idea by him. Okay, so now he gave me his links. I can go ahead and take the base. Honestly, I would have liked that move. I'm kind of sad that he didn't go for blowing up the... Oh, it's more stuff. Okay, well, yeah, I guess. I mean, now I already have roaches out here. I'm going to do another transfuse here blindly, actually. Let's get you back on transfusing duty. He's going to try to kill this now, for sure. I need my roach speed, but I'm kind of low on money, which is a bit annoying. Did I actually need an extra gas? Maybe I did. Get a couple extra drones out here. Then we get roach speed. And then we go for the Bombo Clap with 1-1 attack. He might be trying to go for Mutas. It's kind of hard to tell. I am low on larva, actually, because I pulled my queens to the front quite early. Actually, maybe I can move these across. Just as like a little bait. It's like a little bait, you know? Maybe he's going to feel compelled to make units now. That would be nice. Actually, my attacks are already finishing. Roach speed is also quite fast. Nah, this is nice. Okay, I think this is perfect, actually. Gonna cancel this base, maybe? Oh, he did. Okay, I think he could have, honestly. He would have lost all the links for it, but he could have. But we're just gonna attack. +1 armor is about to finish. Let's see what he has. A couple of Banelings aren't gonna do much. I feel like he should be making Mutas here, but it's hard to tell. Doesn't have any workers over here. And now, roaches just can always win. Like... I know links can surround road. Like, there's just no way. Absolutely zero chance he wins this. Literally zero. I've been here so many times on the other side because I like spamming links like an absolute baboon, you know. But, there are the Mutas. Yeah, exactly. It's actually interesting to play Mutas on this patch because, oh, wait. I think you forgot about this part. There goes the base. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Spores got buffed against Mutas, by the way. So that's actually a big deal. There we go. I think I actually just keep making roaches, honestly. It's probably the right way to go about it. Keep making roaches. We get, what is it? Tunneling Claws and Burrow, of course. Wait. Oh, did I make that on purpose? I don't actually remember making that on purpose, to be honest, but it's okay. Cool, I guess. I'll just make an extra spore per base. I think should be okay. Maybe you can be a little bit closer, perhaps. I think would be decent. Something my overlords, but I think that's quite questionable, actually, because, you know, he's on one base. I mean, he probably just realizes that I have spores, right? Okay, I kind of want to... Oh, that's a... Wait, where did you come from just now? Mrs. Queen? Where did you just come from? That's a little scary. Oh, why are my roaches not in position? Let us deny this base. Burrow is going to finish soon TM. Might as well use it, actually. I wasn't sure if I wanted to show it, you know, but I guess I might as well. There we go. Wait, is this finished? It's not finished yet. Actually, I can probably run these in here now again. Try to kill that. Fine, I'll go for Hydras. I didn't think I would need to do something, honestly. Besides just defend this attack to win this game, but I guess we might have to. There we go. Okay, please finish. Okay, now he sees I have Tunneling Claws. The Burrow hotkey is different for some reason. Let's get 2-2 as well. Yeah, I mean, he should have detection there, right? But we'll see. Okay. They do heal faster. Keep that in mind. He actually still doesn't have anything here. Oh, that's brutal. Okay. You can Burrow as well. Let's get the Hydra upgrades. And then we can finish it with a nice Bing Bang Boom. One thing that you can do is quite annoying here. I didn't do it in time because but the Burrow hotkey is actually different. I don't know if the patch changed or one of my hotkeys got reset or something somehow. Like I mispressed it a couple times. But anyway, what you can do against that kind of stuff to buy time is you just burrow one roach in all different directions. And it's basically impossible for them to do something about it because they need an overseer for every single one. You know, just it's an absolute nightmare. By the way, Tunneling Claws is a very, very, very good way to play against Mutas. Extremely good. Because you can always sneak out. There's just no way you can't, you know. You always sneak out roaches, and then you pop up in their base, and they kind of have to go back, or they can't go across, you know. It's just an absolute nightmare. Absolute nightmare to play against. And now I'm actually thinking about going in again. Oh, he did find me here. Okay. This could be perfect. Could be annoying as well. Just a couple of banelings. I'm actually kind of surprised he's still doing counter stuff. Probably should pay more attention to that, but... Actually, is that mine? No, that's not mine. Okay, here we go. And now we run in again. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. Like, we walked past this Ling, but you can't really keep track of it all, you know? It's too much to keep track of. And then I can just make eco behind it. That queen is serving as a body blocker. He's gonna lose so many drones here. Look at this. Still making more mutas. Notice how he can't even really go to my base because I have... Look at this guy. Because I have spores. Makes it basically impossible. This roach actually doing some serious damage. Now these I can split up. So that's going to be a bit of a nightmare for him once again. Also, I have 2-2 on the way. Or it's already finished. It's almost finished. Yeah, so that's going to make it even harder. How many hydras do I have? 27. That is quite a lot. He sees me. Okay. Probably doesn't see the other one, actually. There's a good chance he doesn't realize there's another one over there. Okay, let's move the hydras across. But first... I'm not done annoying him, of course, so we're back. I'm telling you, it's the most... Yeah. I'm telling you, it's the most annoying thing ever. And there you go. And now let's look at his build quickly, guys. I think what he did was a normal hatch first. Let's see it. If he did a normal hatch first, 8 pool is actually insane against hatch first. It depends on what version he chose. Okay, so it's not the fastest possible hatchery. You can go for the extractor trick. I can't believe it. It's actually a normal hatch first. I feel like the Lings arrived so early. It's not the best defense ever by him, by the way, what you're supposed to do. Okay, let's look at this. What you're supposed to do, normally, right? Live patch, let's say that. You pull the workers, you attack him, and whenever the Lings attack back, you fall back with the drones. And you can kind of do that dance until you get Lings up. But look at the HP on this hatchery already. Like, if he would do that, he would lose this hatchery. Like, this... I think this is honestly crazy. This is honestly so crazy. I am up like 3 drones, a queen. The hatchery is not 1 HP. Like in this case, like if I made 2 more Lings, he would have lost the hatchery too, by the way. So that's another thing that you can do while going for the... Like, look at this. I'm basically just up in queens, drones. Like this game is completely over. And I didn't do anything particularly well to execute this build. I literally just sent the Lings, I A-moved them pretty much, and that was it. And we got ahead. And this build looks incredibly strong. And builds might have to be a bit more gambly. Or... people can go for the extractor trick hatchery first. I would recommend that to you guys, by the way, if you want my answer. Maybe don't even make an Overlord, 1 extractor trick, or maybe 2. So you get to 13 or 14 out of 12 supply. Get the hatchery, you know, Overlord pool, and then you get 2 queens, and then you can survive it easily. That's probably the safest way, at least up until Grandmaster level to deal with it. Otherwise, you might need some gold tier micro. But that's it for today. Let me know what you guys think. Is cheese overpowered in the new patch? I think probably not, but some builds look insane. The proxy gate against Terran is freaking nuts. The proxy Reaper with 8 supply is also looking freaking nuts. And this build could be really good against Zerg. Probably not as good as the others, but still really good. But anyway, that's going to be it for today. I hope you guys had a fantastic time. If you did, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all for the next one. Adios.